Welcome to Vermontitude, a collaborative effort between Great Eastern Radio, the Brattleboro Reformer, and BCTV to bring you the stories behind the stories on the topics you want to learn more about. Because there's always more, so there'll always be Vermontitude. Hosted by me, Peter Fish Case. Welcome to Vermontitude. New episodes drop every Tuesday and can be found by going to vermontitude.com, reformer.com, brattleboro.tv, and locally on Comcast Channel 1078. We come to you from our studios at the Innovation Box on Landmark Hill. I'm Peter Fish Case, and each week I cover the topics that are of concern to Windham County and the towns that reside within its borders. Joining us today is Amanda Ellis-Thurber, who is running against incumbent Emily Kornheiser to be the state rep representing District 7. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Peter. It's great to be here.
All right. Let's get into it. Tell us a little bit about Amanda Ellis-Thurber. Who are you? What do you do for a living?
Who am I? I've been here in Brattleboro for just about 30 years. I farm, Lilac Ridge Farm, with my husband, Ross. We have a diversified, certified organic, dairy, veggie, sugaring, farm stays, and also now maple creamy business in West Brattleboro. My district is West Brattleboro, District 7.
Okay. All right. So Emily has been there for, God, I want to say 6 terms?
6 years, yes.
Yep. And has it just been 6 years or 6 terms? Has it been
6 years?
6 years. So 3 terms. So she's the incumbent. What motivated Amanda Ellis-Thurber to try to say, I'm going to go after that seat?
So our farm is a hub of community activity, right? We have a public access walking trail. I have a farm stand. We're the 3rd generation, my husband and I, to farm on the property. I actually am a hyphenated, right? I'm an Ellis-Thurber. I came in an Ellis, and I became a hyphenated Thurber, and Thurber that you see on the signs is actually my husband's name. So so everybody knows.
Okay.
Anyway, so people come and speak their mind. They speak their mind about affordability. They speak their mind about our drug issues that we have both in our downtown and also in our rural areas. They talk about school finances and what's going on there. This was before we got our new property tax bills. They talk about concerns, especially seniors in our community, express concerns about there's nowhere I can downsize to in our community. There are very few options. And here I am in a rambling farmhouse or a rambling house or a house with 3 bedrooms in a subdivision in West Brattleboro. And I have no choice. I'll either go to Keene or I'll go to Florida, and I want to stay here with my family and my community. So those are some of the main points that I started hearing about.
Okay. All right. So with that in mind, it seems like a good segue to ask, so what are your top 3 issues that if elected, if the folks in District 7 choose Amanda Ellis-Thurber, what are the top 3 things that you want to tackle?
Yeah. So I'm a Democrat who believes that businesses are important and they are the economic engines of a state and a community. We have 650,000 people in the state of Vermont. Our community is aging. We're either retired or mostly or on our way to being retired, which lowers our levels of people in the workforce. And a lot of our young people are leaving. And they have always left to find careers and work that pay them a good living so that they can buy their first home, they can invest in the future of Vermont. So one of the main things I'm running on is economic vitality, bringing economic vitality back to the state of Vermont. We need a portfolio of businesses in our state that are not just small businesses, but that are medium and maybe some large businesses, 1, 2,
Right.
depends, that we are very discerning in the state about what kind of businesses work for us. And I think that we have the mindset to be able to choose an ecologically sustainable, long-term sustainable large businesses that can be part of what we do in our state. We have some undeveloped parts of our state, say Rutland, Springfield, that are just on the cusp of being able to be great investments for future business opportunities, to create better jobs, to create more tax revenue, to pay for the infrastructure that we need in our state. So that's my first one.
Okay.
Second thing that we have in our community, which is very visible, is the tipping point we have with drugs. So both drug trafficking in our I-91 corridor, and then also in our downtowns, or at least our downtown Brattleboro that we see, and in our rural areas too. So I'm a big believer in rehabilitative services for people who are in the throes of addiction, and support towards bridges for independence within that rehabilitative time, and also job training. Mm-hmm. So with that lens, from my experience as mental health counselor in Greenfield, where I worked with a lot of people who were in active recovery, getting a lot of support from the social service agencies centralized through the state, there were a lot of positive outcomes and a lot of life. Therefore, I'm not in favor of a safe injection site in Brattleboro. I'd rather put that money towards rehabilitative services, residential, intensive outpatient, and then the job training and roads to independence piece, bridges that we really don't have dialed into our community. And sober housing goes in with that too.
And would a big part of that be like sober living?
100%. Yeah. Yes. The revolving door of people either going in for a mental health crisis with drug as a comorbid issue, right? Mm-hmm. When those people are discharged back into the community currently from a hospitalization, say at the retreat, they are going right back into the living environment where they had the crisis. So some other place to go to get your feet under you, to receive services, to be able to see a future-oriented vision of your life is non-existent in our town right now. So we have revolving doors that are hurting people, and they're hurting our community.
Okay. All right. So that's the first two.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for, what's your third?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about our seniors, our older Vermonters.
Yeah.
Particularly Windham County, we are,
aging quick.
We're there. We're here. We're almost there.
I know. I'm not getting any younger.
We're almost there. So more opportunities for housing. That's a huge thing we're talking about. Downsizing opportunities. If in the state of Vermont, we have over 100,000 empty bedrooms every night, right? So our housing stock that we have now, there are a lot of seniors who cannot find a place to live that's not the house where they maybe raise their family, that they're aging in alone. And so more opportunities for more housing for seniors in particular, which could free up a lot of our existing housing stock. We also have to build houses for worker housing and affordable housing, but that one piece of the pie, if we start there, I think it could be very successful. Seniors, or I would say older Vermonters, struggle when they're living in their home all alone, right? Loneliness has very poor health outcomes. Older people living in community, thriving in community, where there are opportunities beyond just where you live, but social interactions, arts interactions, you name athletics.
Yeah.
It's important.
Pickleball.
Pickleball, cardio, drumming, whatever, you name it.
Yeah.
So more options in that regard.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this has been, Vermont's this unique place, right? Where everybody just sort of waits their turn at the political circle, mostly. As we said, you're going right up against an incumbent, somebody who's been there. And has been reelected a few times, chair of the Ways and Means Committee. Mostly our politics stays pretty civil, I think, here within the confines of Vermont. So the next question I'm going to ask you is sort of tough, right? Because I'm going to ask you, why are you a better candidate than Emily Kornheiser? And again, with the understanding that it's sort of a hard question to answer and could remain civil, because it's easy to take the low road on that. But do the best you can. I've asked everybody. I'll be asking everybody this question. It's not just you. All right.
Thank you for that question. I've been deeply rooted in the community of West Brattleboro for 30 years now. I am connected with a wide array of people in our community that do many different things, whether it's people working in the trades, whether it's farmers, whether it's educators, whether it's tourists, recreators, artists, even lawyers. Right. That's always the ongoing joke. But, and I feel like I can see what's going on, but I also know that my best skill is as a listener. And the feedback that I've gotten from my community is that I feel better when I'm talking to you, Amanda, because you're listening and you're going to respond to me and you're going to follow through. I also can be a listener for voices that are unhappy.
Okay. Yep.
And I'm not going to put those voices, the unhappy voices, I'm not going to say, no, I don't think so. I know better than you do.
Okay.
People in our district are tired of hearing a refrain that says, well, I know what's best for Vermonters, right? I am a listener, and I'm going to be a voice that says, tell me what's on your mind, and I'm going to bring that to Montpelier. And I know that they'll make me accountable to that.
Yeah.
Believe me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's a fair answer. Like I said, it's not it's a question that has a couple of layers. It's either up or it's down. And so thank you for your answer. I know it's hard. If people want to learn more about Amanda Ellis-Thurber, where do they go?
You can go to my website, amandaforvermont.com. You are welcome to send me an email at amandaforvermont@gmail.com. You can also go to my Instagram, @amandaforvermont. I think those are the first. Yeah. I'm not doing Facebook. I don't do Facebook. I'm sticking to the Instagram.
Okay.
You can also visit me at the farm anytime.
All right.
I'm there most days.
Okay. Except now.
Except for right now.
Except because we're doing this. Anything that we may have left out that you feel like, gee, I really kind of want that out there?
Well, I need to speak about property taxes and school finance, because that's going to be a huge thing that's going to be happening.
Especially after these last bills.
100%. And also, if I am elected, there's going to be a lot of work in that department. And I've been asked, well, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? What I do know I can do about it is listen to the experts, right? What I do know is that there is going to be a commission. Incidentally, since 2000, there have been 39 commissions.
Oh, wow.
To figure out school financing.
Okay.
Right.
How have they done?
There's been a lot of kicking the can down the road. How do you think they've done?
I know. I'm off camera, so I can be sarcastic.
So listening to the experts, and also it's going to be some hard decisions, but we're smart.
Yeah.
In the state of Vermont.
Yeah, we are.
And we have an incredibly well-informed community who've been on school boards, who are superintendents, who are looking at models. We're going to make a change. We have to.
Great. All right. Amanda, thank you for jumping on Vermontitude today. Amanda Ellis-Thurber is running to represent us in District 7. Good luck with your campaign. Good luck with the election.
Thank you.